You learn a new word and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere. Yesterday you'd never heard it. Today it's in 3 articles, 2 conversations, and a billboard. What's going on? Is the universe messing with you? This phenomenon has a name, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, also called the frequency illusion. It's named after a random West German terrorist group that someone heard about, then immediately started seeing references to everywhere. And yes, the irony of you now noticing this phenomenon everywhere is not lost on scientists. The frequency illusion actually has 2 parts working together. First is selective attention. Once something enters your awareness, your brain starts filtering for it automatically. It's like programming your brain's search function. Second is confirmation bias. Every time you spot it, your brain goes, "See, I told you this was everywhere," reinforcing the pattern. Let's talk about selective attention first. Your brain is constantly bombarded with millions of sensory inputs. To avoid overload, it filters most of them out. But once you learn about something new, your brain adds it to your things to notice list. It's not that the thing suddenly appeared more, you're just finally paying attention to it. Classic example, you're thinking about buying a red car. Suddenly, every third car on the road seems to be red. Were there always this many red cars? Yes, but yesterday your brain labeled them as irrelevant background noise. Today they're relevant, so they get through the filter. The world didn't change, your attention settings did. Now here's where confirmation bias makes it worse. Every time you spot that red car, your brain treats it as evidence that you were right to pay attention. It's keeping score, but only of the hits. You don't notice the 20 times you drove past a blue car because your brain isn't counting those. You're building a biased case file that confirms your initial observation. But why would our brains work this way? Turns out it's actually useful. In our evolutionary past, if you learned about a new food source or a dangerous plant, you'd want to notice it immediately whenever it appeared. Selective attention helped our ancestors survive by making important information pop out from the background. The problem is, your brain can't tell the difference between important survival info and random celebrity name. So how do you deal with the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon? First, just knowing about it helps. When you catch yourself thinking, "This is suddenly everywhere," pause and remember, it's not. Second, actively look for counterexamples. Force yourself to notice the blue cars, the different words, the other topics. This breaks the confirmation bias loop. But honestly, the best approach is just to enjoy the ride. Your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So the next time you learn something new and start seeing it everywhere, don't worry, the universe isn't targeting you. Your brain just got a new search term and it's really excited about it. By the way, you're probably going to notice the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon everywhere now. Sorry about that. If you want more brain glitches explained, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, what have you been seeing everywhere lately?